Today I'm going to bring to you the 10,000 review. Of all the bikes I owned, I think this is the best. I've been driving this bike now for 10,000 kilometers. What I mean with best is it suits all my needs. I've been looking everywhere for a bike that is small enough on the trails and it's good to drive on highways. And this bike is by far the jack of all trades. I can really drive it for many hours a day, really comfortable on the highways, and I can drive it on the trails like it was a smaller, more agile bike. It feels like a much lighter bike, like the 690 or the 701 from Husqvarna. And it's not only that it's good on the trail, it's small and agile on the trails, but when you take it on the tarmac and when you go on the highways and you have to go for the long hauls to get from A to B, it's just really comfortable to ride in high speed as well. I use the bike for commuting to work and to practice. And it's small and agile to take in traffic in the big cities. I've done a couple of updates on the bike. I have the ignition cover protection and the clutch cover protection. The headlight protector from KTM Power Parts. I have the handguards with the aluminium brackets. I have the heated grips. I mounted the GPS from Garmin, the 396. I have put on bar risers to get the handlebars a little bit higher. For me, I'm 2 meters tall, so it's very important for me to stand a little bit comfortable when I'm riding in my adventures. I have the lower foot pegs from Rail Garage. They helped a lot. So there's 1.5 centimeters down, and a little bit rising of the handlebars are just really good for my kind of weight. And when I stand up riding, I have much more balance in the middle of the bike, so the bike can move freely beneath my legs and underneath me.
We're lying there on the bed above the sheets. No one's saying a word, but I can feel your heartbeat. I stare into your eyes and you into mine, lying perfectly still, like we are frozen in time.
Is there any problems with the bike? Yeah, of course it's problems with every bike, but luckily I don't have any of them. I had a little bit of leakage in the front seal and the front sprocket, or I read on the internet that it could be the chain oil. I'm not sure, but that went away after a couple of miles, so I never seen it again. And everything else that's reported about the bike I didn't have any problems with, but now I've started to feel like I'm not sure how to say it, but it's kind of like the front brakes take uneven. It's kind of like when you're in slow speed and you put a little bit of pressure on the brakes just to stop for a car or stop on a light. It's just, yeah, it's kind of laggy. I'm not sure how to explain it. It feels... I had a discussion on ADV Rider. I think everybody came to the conclusion that the front discs are broken, so I'm gonna take the bike in and I'm gonna apply for warranty or something, because the front brake are 10,000 kilometers. It's not good enough. Yeah, but back to the bike. I've been driving it now for 10,000 kilometers, and it's been really impressive. The best mods I've done on a bike is actually get rid of the original tires and put on new ones. The most, the worst thing is it kind of continues to impress me. I'm never getting tired of driving it. It's kind of like every time I step on the bike, there's like a new thing happening. It's kind of like, the smile just comes on, and I start driving, and the engine is good, the damping is good. The complete setup of the bike is just so tight, and it just feels great to drive. I can highly recommend the KTM 790. Yeah, for me to properly evaluate the bike, I really need to drive it for a long period of time. And I feel like now, after been driving it for 10,000 kilometers, I start to feel like I can give it a proper review or proper evaluation, and I don't compare it directly towards my previous bike. The more I ride it, the more I ride the bike, the more impressed I am. It does really good everything you throw at it, and the combination of all the small things just makes this bike so brilliant. The gear shift is amazing. The quick shift on this bike is much better than on the BMW. Yeah, I really like it. Of course, comfort on a bike is really individual. If you're a taller guy, I will say that this bike will suit you real good. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hva skal jeg si? I have to come back, the light's gone.